Yeah, we're really excited about the opportunities actually. We think the volumes are going to continue to grow. One of the reasons that we believe this, I think, is down to probably about 4 or 5 key dynamics within the industry. The first of these are lean businesses. Coming out of the recession and through the recession, food and drink companies really had to employ a strategy of cutting out waste, cutting out non-value adding activities, and almost re-engineering their own products. So what this meant is we produced a number of battle-hardened businesses, and actually they were able to find ways to grow. So these businesses have now become pretty good targets in terms of acquisitions. Interestingly, they've also started looking at acquisitions themselves. The next reason is the food and drink industry, despite being huge, it's £27 billion in terms of size, 7% of GDP. It's actually a very fragmented market. Across a number of markets, it's still very fragmented, and this means that domestic buyers as well as international buyers can find businesses with niche market positions or even niche brands that actually make quite interesting acquisitions. The third reason is innovation. New product development has been the lifeblood of UK food and drink businesses. We've pioneered things like ready meals, frozen foods, instant coffee, and what we're seeing is a number of smaller businesses can be quite fleet of foot. They're able to develop innovative pipelines but not quite have the balance sheets to employ to develop them. Whereas larger businesses in the food and drink industry can be sometimes accused of the oil tanker mentality and not always being able to change their innovation strategy. Yet they've got pretty solid balance sheets now to make acquisitions. So it's a good way for an M&A director within a large food company to actually look for a better return on investment. The next reason is really around regulation. The UK food and drink industry has probably got one of the areas of fewest labour regulations compared to its European counterparties. And also we're world renowned in terms of quality and our light touch yet transparent regulations around food quality. So again, this means if you're an overseas acquirer and you're looking for a low cost base but with the quality and security around supply, the UK ends up being quite a good home for your investment. I think one of the final reasons is export, whether it's Indian sauces to Spain, it's cheese to Japan, or it's breakfast sales to China. We're actually very, very good at exporting our own products. I think we export around £7 billion of products, 2/3 of which goes to the EU. So we're the home of export to the UK, to the EU. We are, the pathway to growth through the EU. So in terms of an international acquirer, we give them the ability not only to access the EU market, we also supply to more mature markets like the States and Canada. And interestingly, we're seeing quite a lot of opportunities opening up in the Gulf states and Asia. So I think it's very interesting in terms of the opportunities we're seeing at the moment. Yeah, we're still seeing pretty reasonable multiples being paid by usually cash-rich investors. What's quite interesting is they are talking openly about strategic opportunities, and also they're looking quite openly at the ability to generate synergies, and actually that's quite interesting. That's a two-way conversation. So again, we're pretty positive about the valuations that are being paid, and we're pretty positive that the volumes are going to continue to grow and grow.